Right. I've been checking if anyone has like 2 ink sacs, so I admit I'm kind of stealing. But it's just 2 ink sacs. Also, I know what this Wilbur book says. I read it in the creative world. You are flipping crazy, Zoe. I know I should probably ask if anyone has 2 ink sacs, but everyone is asleep right now, and I don't have the ability to. I'm going to check if Jazzy has 2 ink sacs. I apologize for any of this stealing, guys. I really just need 2 ink sacs. I know if no one has any, I'll probably just go get my own. But I probably could just go get my own. Oh, this is cool. I need to do something like that. Bro, my house is actually such a I've never been in here. Also, by the way, Jazzy, if you see this, I absolutely love the way you styled your house. Yeah, these are most likely empty, including this one. This is probably decoration. No ink sacs? No, cool, you have enchanted books. If any of those are riptide, I will start crying. I'd like you to know that. It'll make you feel bad if you do have riptide. This is kind of a lore related video. I've been really wanting to do lore recently. And, you know, after dying in Minecraft and losing all my stuff, and actually crying, I didn't lose all my stuff because I fell from a high place or something, or I didn't know where to find it. I knew where to find it. I died right over there. I was just stupid and didn't realize I had died, and I had left to go talk with my mother. And all my stuff disappeared, which was my elytra and netherite tools. I was wrong, actually. My shulker box did not disappear. I actually had left it in my house, so win-win. This is kind of like a lore-related video because I'm gonna be doing lore in it. I want to know everyone's times so we can relatively record the new server. Because I really, really, really want to start doing lore. You know, hell, even if I'm not as popular as the Dream SMP, I just need something to do. I have 2 weeks off. I think I'm closing in on the 2nd week. No life, nothing to do. My IRL friends hate me. Fun fact, because I know some members of the SMP might have opinions. Might like to hear something. I don't know. I mean, they might watch this. Yeah, my friends are real life. Yeah. That's a bad. Well, nothing bad really happened. Just one of my closest friends. Literally one of my closest friends. I've known her for like 3 years now. And I say one of my closest because she is not my closest. My best friend is for 7 years. But she is one of my closest. Because I hang out with her all the time. And she stopped talking to me, really. Like, it started in school. She would kind of just refuse to talk to me. And I asked if she could call, and she just, you know, let the phone ring. And then didn't give me an explanation when I asked if she could, because I asked if she could call. She didn't reply, so I was like, well, she did reply, but I didn't really understand what it was, what it meant. So I kind of just asked, hey, can we call? She doesn't reply, so I test my luck, you know, sometimes she doesn't reply, waits for me to call. That's what she used to do, at least. And then I would call her. She didn't pick up, and she was online. I saw her online. So she's been talking more with one of my other online friends. Yeah. No, she's been talking more with one of my real life friends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Yeah, let's just put all of these in here. I wanted to do like instructions and an actual lore, because I was really bored. I don't have anyone to talk to. I'm still salty about dying in Minecraft, so I'm not really doing anything. I thought I could do some lore. It seems I can't. Oh hey, I still have my flippin' shovel. This is a great shovel, I'd like to mention. Incredibly skilled. See, I have my shulker box. Wrong one. Yeah, see, I still have all my stuff. Most of my stuff, at least. I'm probably gonna try and get diamonds. So we're just gonna do that. I'm kind of just using this video as like, oh, let me plan things out, and then I talk and plan things out. Because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at talking. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk. I need a ton of diamonds. I like the fact my character might represent envy. It's very fitting for my character. I'm gonna admit that he would represent envy. Why do I say that's extremely fitting? Because, well, me, myself, and I, extremely envious person. Used to. I said used to as if that's gonna make that sentence any better. I used to be a very envious person. I kind of still am, I'm gonna admit. But you know. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. My neck is the wrong color. We're not gonna focus on that. I'm naturally a very envious person. I'm sorry for all the stuttering. It makes this video much longer. I don't really know what to say. Right, hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah, there we go. My neck. If you didn't realize what was wrong with my neck, it was the original skin color. So it was this skin. It had this skin tone instead of this one. Yeah, ignore the two other skins. You know. Oh my god, I'll be back in a quick second. And I did it. I did it. I fixed it to my liking. You see, the blood on his back is meant to be dripping from his neck due to like a wound in the back of the head, so I would imagine part of his neck. And it wasn't coming from his neck. It was quite literally coming from his back. Also, this one's in nosebleed. He hit his knuckles in the other, and yeah, just bloody bandage. That was not Wolverstone inspired. That was actually just to replace the bandana I have there. Which is crazy because this character is based off Wolverstone. My window is wide open, and that's really annoying me right now because I think bugs have gotten in, and it's itchy. Everything. That sounded weird. My arms are itching really bad because I think bugs have gotten in and they have started to eat me alive. It's not very fun. It's not fun at all. What do I need to say? I don't. I'm stressed. Am I really just using this excuse as a video? I'm just gonna call it lore, but reality, it's just talking about myself and my issues, but pretending they're my character. Actually, that's a great video idea. Hold on, I need to pause it. I'd like to mention I'm glad I got to keep my character as country in the final rough draft of the lore, which we haven't finished the lore, actually. But I'm still glad I got to keep the country, because that is that country has been there since the original design. Which is really saying something, because it took me like 5 months to design this guy. You would think it's pretty stupid, as I can typically design a character in a day, 30 minutes, if you really need me to design a character. I kept getting all these good ideas, and none of them just seemed to fit perfectly. Not like, I wanted him to have ramp horns, but then I also wanted him to have wings. And I can't mix them all, it's some kind of stupid hybrid thing. And so I decided to just go with this. Yeah, it's very bad boy Halo, I'm gonna admit. Is this the same as my other skins? Hold on. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it is. The arms look thinner than I thought they would. Also, he kind of does have wings, although I really need to add those. So he does have wings, I'm gonna be honest. I really have been wanting to give one of my characters wings, and I kind of decided they fit him a little, but I want to go with, like, kind of how people draw Quackity's wings, rather than how people draw Phil's wings. So just put that into consideration. Even though Phil's is the only one that canonically has wings. So, basically, his original design was meant to have wings. So his original design, I drew him more with Phil's style wings, which is just full body, large wings that you can definitely fly with. But in the final, but that was way before I actually started this SMP. So now that we've gotten all the characters, I realized that there are way too many characters with wings. There's 2 already. You can't have 3. It's weird, even though only 2 of them would technically be birds. So I gave him Quackity style wings instead, which, you know, isn't what I want to go for, considering I really like to use Elytra. Like, this is not an exaggeration. I really like to use Elytra. So it's kind of sad that I don't get to use proper wings for his character. Speaking, Quackity, people don't usually, like, think of him as being able to fly. They do give him wings sometimes. So you would think, I'm kind of gonna give him Quackity style wings, which it's basically just rather small wings on the back, rather than actual proper ones. Oh, feather, this would have been so useful earlier. Someone took the chest. Who the hell was greedy? I don't want to give him full wings. Whoever this is, thank you. Whoever this is, thank you, because this is my stuff. This is my stuff. I was confused at first at who it was, but it was Ryan. I remembered, I had the fish on me when I died. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is such a relief. This is such a relief. This is all my stuff. This isn't even a joke to anyone who sees this. It's actually my stuff. I had, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was with, hold on. I was talking with Zoe. This cave must have already been mined if someone found my stuff. Sheesh. Yeah, I doubt there's gonna be any diamonds in there, so I'm not even gonna check because I do not see any other ores. So I was talking with Zoe at some point, right? And I think Zoe mentioned, oh yeah, it was when Zoe was trying to burn my diamond pickaxe, which it was the only diamond pickaxe I had, and I didn't want Zoe to burn it. So instead Zoe stole my helmet. Yeah, my iron helmet. And I ended up killing Zoe. But basically, Zoe like stole my diamond pickaxe, and that's how it started. Zoe was gonna throw it in lava and blah blah blah. She's gonna do all that. So at some point when we were going back to my island, she mentioned not to fuck a fish. Oops, language. And I decided to get a bucket of salmon to represent the fish Wilbur fucked. Language. Right. No, I'm still slipping up. I'm not much used to saying language. But that happened. And then I went to go mining, and I fell and I died, and I didn't realize, and I was so disappointed because I just lost my diamond pickaxe. and I come to go mining because I need to get a new diamond pickaxe after losing my netherite stuff. And I find I found that. It's such a relief. It's actually such a relief because now I don't have to get a diamond pickaxe or anything, saving me even more time because I need to get everything else, like diamond armor and like diamond axe and all of that stuff. Is that a moss cave? Is this genuine? Is this actually a moss cave? I think I'm gonna cry. I traveled 10,000 blocks. I hallucinated to get moss. And now here's one right here. Barely over 1,000 blocks away from my house. I'm crying. My god. I went through all that trouble to get moss. I hallucinated. Genuinely, I was hallucinating. I thought this tree was birch because every time I passed it, it would be birch. Turns out, I just hadn't slept in so long, and it was actually oak. But no, it turns out I was hallucinating the entire time. I knew I was I didn't really know I was hallucinating at the start. I thought someone had changed the tree to oak just to play with me, because I for sure knew it was birch. I mean, it was what I was seeing the entire time, and it turns out it wasn't birch. And no, now there's this, not too far away. I don't even care about all this. Oh my god. Right, no, I'm fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. Anyways, lore. Right. Lore. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just gonna shove my struggles onto my character as a desperate cry. Hold on. Sorry, my father texted me. Anyways, like I said, I thought it was gonna be hold on, I sidetracked a little bit. I thought it was gonna be my mother telling me to shut the flip up and to quiet down. But you know, it wasn't. It was. Yeesh, I'm passing so much iron. Anyways, I'm going to put my issues onto my character and call it lore, but in reality, it's a desperate plea for help. Yeah. That's how we should design characters. Base it off ourselves so badly people think you're a psychomaniac. Anyways, my life is not that bad. He goes to counseling. Yeah, my character goes to counseling, believe it or not. Well, he attempts to. He attempts to, at least. He's attempted counseling, multiple occasions. He's attempted therapy once, counseling a little. Ugh. I wouldn't say he's still in counseling. I'm still in counseling. I'm gonna admit that, but I don't think he, personally, I don't think my character would be in counseling. It seems a very, very unlike my character thing to do to be in counseling. So he doesn't stay for long. I can't imagine why. I think his counselor quit. He has deeply bad insomnia and a flipped up sleep schedule. So he's really just running on caffeine, which he can't run on because now he has ADHD. No. Yeah. So he's running on a horrible sleep schedule and caffeine, which the caffeine doesn't really help him due to ADHD. Caffeine kind of just makes things worse, if I'm gonna be honest. He's running on caffeine, a lack of sleep, and probably a year's supply of energy drinks that is going to give him a heart attack sooner or later. I'm surprised I haven't died yet. I once drank a concoction of energy drinks that my friend made. It's a friend that doesn't really talk to me anymore, and rather talks to one of my other in real life friends. Yeah, she made a concoction of energy drink, and I drank the entire thing. It was for sports day, okay? It was for sports day, and I didn't have a heart attack, which, am I lucky? No, but, but, you know, yeesh. What else can I include? I'm trying to remember my life. This is such an issue, including for me in counseling. I can't remember any of my issues, but I know I have them. It's just like whenever I go to counseling, I become like I completely forget everything. Anyways, he definitely has underlying issues with breathing, and likely has asthma, but has not gotten it confirmed or checked out yet, so there's no telling, because he's scared to go to a doctor. He's scared of doctors. He's not. My character would be scared of doctors. I'm not scared of doctors. I'm scared of going to a doctor. I don't like doctors. I do quite like doctors. Nope, they're weird. No. Doctors aren't weird. I just don't. I don't want to ask my mother to take me to the doctors again. What if the doctor just goes, oh yeah, no, you're actually just unfit and you don't have asthma and you are just paranoid. Yeah, my character also speaks like that. Let's see here. Is this the water I jumped into? It is! Why didn't I just cross here? Cross of crossroads. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's kind of, yeah. He's okay, I need to get more into depth about the whole envy thing. He embodies envy, which I really, honestly, being honest, the only reason I picked envy is because I knew I would play it well. I'm very good at playing envy characters. Because like I mentioned this, I used to be a very, very envious child. So, I know how to play envy characters from personal experience. So, you know what? Life has its perks. But that's really how I know how to play an envious character, knowing I will get his, I'll get his thing, I'll get his envy right. Originally, for the design, I wanted to make him bleed green, as another, reference to the Envy, like his actual Envy skin, which I can pull up after I get to the shipwreck and get to land. Because I actually have designed a skin for him that is based off Envy. Someone's already looted this, I have a feeling. I'm stuck on the floor. I did make him an Envy skin. I can imagine I'd be really good. I don't really want to play Pride. You see, I can only play Emotions. I guess no one looted this. Huh. I can really, I only play Emotions I physically can understand. I'm very, very bad. Oh, yeah, definitely no one's looted this. I'm very bad with understanding emotions, so I'd like that to bestow that onto him as well. We have to bestow him with all the issues. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't care at some point. Yeah, let's just go. So I'd like to bestow him with the lack of, like lack of, yeah, lack of understanding of emotions. That's what I would like to bestow him with. You know, he physically can't hate everyone. He physically can't hate anybody. But it doesn't mean he likes them. He can find them annoying, and he could not want to talk to them, and, you know, just be tired, but yeah, he does, he doesn't feel emotions, let's just be honest. Like, he does, no, he does. Yeah, I'm not searching this. Unless, hold on. Yeah, you must think I'm high to think I'm looking for this. But, yeah, he does have emotions. He's not very good with them. He does have a social battery. He likes to go outside, he likes to go shopping, he stress eats. He stress eats. It's so funny about it. He's stressed 24/7. Literally 24/7. Like, heart rate that's not normal. You probably shouldn't be this paranoid or stressed. You are a ball of anxiety, man. Chill. Take a chill pill. Literally, someone get him a pill. But he's a ball of stress. And to calm him down somehow, you give him like those, you know, in those movies when people are so sad and depressed to where they like eat, no, not to where they hang themselves, chill, to where they like eat a bucket of ice cream, like an entire tub of ice cream. It's usually after those breakups. Envy skin, I'd like to mention. It's just a bit green. Like, if you don't notice any difference, the purple, and blue eyes. But you know when people do that, you know, when they eat like an entire like bucket of ice cream thing? Yeah, that's what he does. That's what I do. I've only done it twice, to be honest. I don't really, no. Yeah, okay. I'm contradicting myself. I do stress eat. Oh, and then, but I don't think the stress eating is very good for him, because after he stress eats, he gets really stressed. Because he just stressed ate. And it makes him feel really bad. And then he's stressed again. Yeah. I can imagine his room would always be dirty. Like not focusing on me for a second. Like, this is not a cry for help one, but I can imagine his room is dirty. But not in the way that it's like, ooh, moldy food or stuff like that. I can imagine there's like plants growing in his floor. No, this genuinely isn't about me. I don't have plants growing in my floor. I do have a messy room, but it's just clothes and, you know, sometimes plastic. Don't worry, I'm saving the turtles by keeping it all in my room. I don't have moldy food in my room. Last time I did, I think I was depressed or something. The last time I did, I like started crying hysterically. Yeah, I don't like when things are moldy. Ugh. Yeah, no, it kind of shows in his house that he loves moss and, you know, lets things grow a little bit in his floorboards. Wait, is the floorboard of my house? Yeah, the floorboard of the house I built is yeah, it is floorboards, like proper floorboards. Right. Yeah. Sorry. I was being a little confused. I didn't remember if I had placed down wood or with slabs or if it was cobblestone. I don't remember. I'm not going down here. I'm going down here. If this has no diamonds, I'm gonna hang myself. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I like to make jokes like that. Yeah, this was really not worth it, was it? Yeah, this wasn't worth it at all. That might be a mine shaft. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, it's kind of his lore. Or it's not his lore, it's more my lore, but I'll get more into depth in a second video because I have no life. I have no life, and I feel like if I put it into multiple videos, no. How much is this going on for? I've been talking to myself for 30 minutes. That is really depressing. That is extremely depressing. It's called schizophrenia. I don't have schizophrenia. I'd like to preference that. I know I mentioned, like, I know I joke about having it a lot, but I don't have schizophrenia. Genuinely. I don't. The only things I have is ADHD and my paranoia. I did start hallucinating one time, but that was because of a lack of sleep. Yeah, you can imagine my sleep schedule is extremely bad. Also, going through all of this, I can now remember things I should probably be telling my counselor. Can I tell you how bad my sleep schedule is? My counselor gave me a little booklet guide, like it's going down. Right, now this way. Wait, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I don't remember which way I came from. I think I was going straight forward, and I was heading kind of that way. Yeah, whatever. Just head this way. It's away from my house. And so basically, both me and his sleep schedules are absolutely fucked. Language. So bad. Genuinely so bad. Like, concerningly bad. And before you say, take a little dip into the medication. No, I've tried. Oh, beautiful. No, I've tried. And failed, actually. My body, you know what's really funny? My body fights medication. So I used to take sleep gummies and they wouldn't work because it would just fight it. And it wouldn't even make me tired. Yeah, I like telling facts about myself because no one else wants to listen. So a video clip, like videos might listen. Videos might listen. Videos could work. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. I mean, I could get more into his lore. He has a country called Port Vira Diaz. I'm very sorry if I mispronounced that. You might think, oh, why would you feel bad for mispronouncing a country you made up? Because Vira Diaz is an actual word in Latin called truth. So by calling it Port Viridias, it's mainly, it would technically be like Harbor of Truth, but his original country, I've decided, should be called Viridias, and then it goes to Port Viridias, like kind of like Lamanberg to Manberg, but except you add an L. Did it go from Manberg to Lamanberg or Lamanberg to Manberg? I don't know. I don't know. I admit it. I haven't been a SMP fan since 2020, regrettably. Also because I never bothered to learn which way it was. I think it was Lamanberg to Manberg. Yeah, I think it was yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Right, never mind. I remembered what I was gonna say now. I'm not doing the SMP for like fame or popularity, because of course I would like to be noticed by a couple people. Hell, okay, you know how most people, when they want to start doing a career for, hold on, the back of my knee has been bitten by something. I hate my life. I could just close the window. I refuse to though. And some people make content for popularity, and they always aim for like 100,000 or 1,000,000. But I kind of just want to aim for like 5,000. That is a really far goal. My TikTok has like 100 and something. So I think 5,000 is pretty I think 500 would be a modest goal. Like small goal for like the end of the year, but 5,000 would be like a kind of long-term goal. And, you know, maybe if I do get 5,000, I'd like to increase it. Ooh, village. And you might think, oh no, Alex, you're just faking wanting to have viewers. You're faking wanting to have a small amount of viewers, so people pity you. So people think you're a good person. No, I can't. I can do no wrong. I can do no wrong. Genuinely. I'm too paranoid to do wrong. Like, you know how many times I've decided not to do something because I'm scared it might offend someone or offend someone's, like, ethnicity or something? I don't know why I'm so scared, because what I'm doing is nothing wrong. I can't remember what I was supposed to be doing. I can't remember what it was. But I know I wasn't. Oh, that's a very interesting house. I know it wasn't bad or anything. That's all I remember. I also don't hate on anyone. I don't get the hate on anyone. Like, actually, I don't get how people can just hate on other people. It's very confusing to me. Oh yeah. I think I remember what it was. I've given up on trying to I've given up. I've given up. I've given up on. I've given up on trying to pronounce Spanish words ever again. I never want to say a single word in Spanish again. I'm going to admit that. Or any language, for a fact. No, because what if I say it wrong, or if it offends someone? Yeah. I've also learned that when people start speaking in a different language together, I start to panic. I didn't know that because I didn't really know anyone who would speak to someone in a different language. Ooh, another village. Can you see that one from this view? Is it really how close it is? Like when two people start... it's not that far. When two people start speaking in the same language together and I don't know, it starts to get me really nervous. It's an irrational fear. I don't know why. Wasn't I supposed to be talking about... Oh, right, I was talking about my goal. yeah, I kinda just want this SMP to become decently popular. I know it'll never compare to the Dream SMP because it's not 2020 and everyone's humor is dead and the world is going to end. Mhm. But yeah, it's worth a shot to at least try. But with the QSMP coming back, I think we had the worst timing to try and start an SMP. The QSMP is coming back, so people focus on that, really. I think that's really disappointing. If I ever meet Quackity, I'm going to throttle him. If you don't know what that means, it means strangle. No, I can never. I actually could never. Quackity is the one who unironically inspired me to even do this. Which is shocking because I've been playing Minecraft almost my entire life. So, yeah. I've been playing Minecraft for quite a while. I'm gonna admit it. But I would like, no, I have my way. I feel like I have my way to meet, like, content creators and stuff. I feel like it's pretty easy. You just have to talk to the ones that are small first. Like, you gotta be at least, like, 5,000 to, like, actually start talking to people. I gotta admit. It's probably why I want to hit 5,000. I'm never gonna hit that. Anyways. Yeah. Like, I know how to do it. You hit 5,000, right? And you slowly start to talk to the smaller creators. Or just content creators that, they could be big, but they'll respond because they're nice. And you talk to them. And you get to talk to more popular people. And yeah. And I don't care if you're popular. Hell, you guys, like, the Minecraft community seems to be, like, great people to be around. Most of them. Yeah, most of them. I'm not referencing anyone in particular here, actually. No joke, I'm not referencing anyone in particular. I don't know anyone in particular. But, most of the Minecraft community actually, like, I actually want to, like, talk to people in this community. Which I am, And maybe it's a good thing. My real life friends and I don't talk because they don't share the same interests as I do. That's fine, but, like, come on. How boring is it to talk to someone who doesn't have the same interests as you? Which also annoys me about my cousin. My cousin keeps doing that. My cousin keeps thinking I'm weird. My cousin says I must be depressed or something, or my life is really sad because she goes out with her friends at least once a week. She goes out and talks to people. She says I have no social life. What? Okay. I don't have any friends to go hang out with. Like, what do you expect me to do? You have an entire friend group that hasn't fallen apart somehow. You are technically a popular girl. I don't want to hear it from you. You said you're gonna fake being sick just so you don't have to go to some cringy cosplay convention. This cosplay convention is basically the one thing I'm gonna be waiting for days, weeks even. And you have the audacity to say you're going to conveniently be sick that day? Because, woman, if you do not go, if you adamantly do not go, and that forces me to stay home, I will forever hate you. Because when people say weird kid stuff is popular girl humor, that's not what I mean when I describe my cousin. I mean my cousin is the definition of popular girl humor. I don't want to call it the definition. No, there's other popular people out there. But it's literally, like, the type of stuff she posts, it's like those videos that are always like, you'll always be my friend, or those selfies of them, and like, and your profile picture is a picture of you, and you post TikTok dances. And sometimes in school uniform, like, no, you aren't, how do we get along? Oh, I know how we get along. We get along because I have no life, and I have, like, no friends in real life, so I'm forced to talk with you, which, keep in mind, cousin, I love you. You know, you're a good cousin. You know, you're great to hang out with. I have fond memories with you. But you're disrespecting my entire life just because of one cosplay convention. Not to mention my best friend says you can either be male or female. There's no such thing as non-binary. Yeah, I'm a they them. You witch. You witch. Cause I'm not gonna cuss, right? It's so irritating knowing these people. Practically, I haven't known my cousin my entire life. I've known my cousin for like 4 years now. Yeah. But like knowing my best friend for basically my entire life, and you go and say that. Like, oh my god, and then my brother? My eye's twitching. It's so... Right, I know, because disappointingly yesterday I had to take my brother to go to the store so I could buy something for us, and he proceeds to, be all bitchy on me. Refusing to call me Alex after, I explained to him and stuff. And then I also had bought him stuff. Every time I go to the store with him, I buy him something, which is really irritating because now I don't have enough money to go buy an ice cream and stress eat it. Hello, sweet 5,000 blocks. What time are we at now? Let me guess. It's been an hour. 47 minutes, not that bad. An hour of me yapping about nothing while trying to do this. Yeah, I'm trying to fill the gap of loneliness. I think I was supposed to be discussing my character's lore. Haha, this is his lore. I was lying. I actually do go outside and hang with my friends. I don't have any friends. Yeah, that wasn't a joke. I'm genuinely just using my life as my character's lore. Oh, no. No. Not all of my character's lore is my life, technically, because my character was set in, 2012. No, my character was set in, 1812? No, my character was born in 12,000. What the flip-flop? 12,010, I think it was. Yeah, but it is set in 1812. I kind of wanted my character to be like the Philza of the group. No, but that's impossible. That's my character. That's physically impossible. No. 'Cause no, you can't play the caretaker of the group. No, you could never do that. 'Cause you're physically unable to. No one let me have kids. Everyone let me have kids. Please, I feel like I could be the caretaker of a group. If I've been in a friend group that would allow me to speak my opinion. I'm not talking about the Discord group to anyone who sees this. If you're part of the Discord group, I'm not really talking about you. About This is a desperate cry for help if anyone sees this. I'm trying to explain these things so people actually notice my patterns and signs of severe depression. Sorry, that was a joke. That was not a. It wasn't a joke. is stupid, but that was a lie, not a joke. That was a lie. I feel like I'm gonna like after this recording, I'm gonna sit up, I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna hear the loudest crack I've ever heard. Cause my spine just doesn't want to cooperate. That's not. I think my English is getting worse. I think I'm reversing on my own native language, which is depressing. I think I used the word depressing too lightly. Anyways, since I'm basically just using myself as an example of my character, I'd like to mention he gets like quiet when he's not in a good mood. I think I'm just gonna yap about my previous friend group while doing this. This is so crazy. How does it go from character to lore to my own issue? Wait, no, never mind. That was the original start of the video. Right, okay, I was being an idiot. No, because I used to be part of a friend group, but like I would never really, talk in it. I would talk in it, but like, you know that feeling when you're talking tons, but you feel like you're not even like a part of it. Yeah, that's how my old friend group felt, because they were all really close with each other, and every time I tried to speak up, they'd always talk over me. Yeah, unlike my new friend group. So yeah, fuck you, old friend group. Why am I calling a Discord chat my friend group? That is crazy, but also possibly true. I'm trying to think of things. Oh yeah. I think I'm an attention seeker, but not in the way like, oh, I want attention, because I want attention. I think I'm an attention seeker in the way like, oh, I don't get enough attention. I'm very bad with words, I'd like to mention that. So how do I combat that? I usually hint at things, like when I want something without saying I want it, and then I typically don't end up getting it. Not because it's like weird, it's like an impossible goal or anything. It could be like asking, like there's a cookie on the counter. I don't know who it's for. So when talking to my mother, I'll be like, oh, I'm so hungry right now. She'll be like, oh, just look for something. And I'm like, but I want something sweet. And I'm like hinting at it, but I can't physically say it. Either that or I just go on mute, but that's completely impossible in real life. So, I kind of just go on mute when I don't want to talk. Or feel as if I don't need to talk. I don't know, I have a habit. Because I'm like one of the most talkative people you could probably ever meet. But then when I'm in like a bad mood or something, or if I'm like sad or something, I try to go completely silent. And I figure the only way I can do that is by going on mute in calls and stuff. But I can't do it in real life. It's physically impossible in real life. No, right, we're still discussing my character lore here, guys. Yeah, I'm just putting myself in first person for my character, yeah. Actually, I do quite like the idea of putting my struggles onto my character. That might be being too open. I personally think I've always been a bit too open and made people uncomfortable, but yeah, that's kind of why I like the people I hang out with now, because I'm allowed to say. Why do I sound like I'm gonna cry? I'm not. No, it's just the way my voice is right now. Oh, because I'm still sick. Because I could say things that would make people uncomfortable, or do uncomfortable things, and they joke along with it. And like my previous friend, yeah, I'm coming to realize coming to realize a couple things. I'm coming to realize maybe I wasn't the best match for these people that I knew. Well, that would have been good information sooner. You know? Probably. But, yeah, stuff like that. I'm trying to think. I cannot think. Were we talking about me going on mute whenever I'm in a bad mood? Yeah. Why do I do that? I don't know why I do, but Oh, I know why I do that. It's like going completely quiet in a conversation when hanging out with people. No, this is what it's kind of what it's like, because you know when you're hanging out, okay, I need to stop saying, you know when you hang out with your friends and stuff, in real life, if you have like a friend group or something, and you kind of just go quiet in the middle of the conversation, you're standing off to the side a little, and you're quiet, and you're just praying someone asks you if you're okay, so you can proceed to go yes, but you're not actually okay. I don't know why. I can't. This is gonna be on the internet. But no, this would be good if I become popular. That's how people are gonna make me. Yeah. But I'm not gonna become popular, so this isn't gonna matter. Good. Oh, right. I was saying something about, yeah. Basically, that's how I am on call, except I go on mute and pray someone notices that something's up. Cause I don't go on mute for no reason. No. If I didn't want to talk, I'd either leave the call, pretend to leave the call, or pretend I have a reason to leave the call, or just like stay quiet. I never mute myself unless it's like audible that I need to mute myself because I'm out in public or something, or like a family member comes in. But that's typically when I just full on leave the call. But no, if I'm muted for like, I don't know, hours on end, because the call's been going on for hours on end, but I'm still like, I'm most likely like playing Minecraft, sobbing. No, I don't think I've ever cried on call. Speaking of that, my nurse wouldn't let me go home when I felt lightheaded. I tend to feel lightheaded a lot. I've been told to get that checked out. Maybe I really should go to the doctor. But like, I would feel really bad, but I wouldn't have any physical symptoms or something. My friends would always tell me just to go cry to the nurse, but I get too embarrassed. I swear to God, if anyone suggests I need to go to therapy, I am. Yeah, I don't really know. You know what? I want to go to the doctors. I need to go to the doctors. You want to know why? Chest pain. Okay, I could have been having a heart attack, multiple of them, by now. But I'm still alive. So I'm probably not. But I need, there could be, yeah. No, I'll only explain it if it really is true. If I do go to the doctor, I'll only explain it then. To 0 people. I'm tired. I haven't found, like, diamonds yet, though. I've only found 2. Maybe it's because I refuse to go in caves. How long has this been going on? Yeah, okay, bye, I guess.